This topic's been done to hell and back, and I'm unsure if there was ever an end consensus or whatnot. But here I am to talk about it again. I welcome you, for the 1000th time, to the question, what is wrong with Sniper? Before we begin, I'm sure you're wondering, why bring this back? Well, TF2's been on my mind since the announcement for the MVM update, and I remembered this topic, and I don't think I saw anyone give a conclusion that I was satisfied with. So, get ready to re-enter this hell of a discussion, and hopefully come out with either a good answer or a better understanding of what feels off. Sniper is very all or nothing. There's typically not much middle ground with him. He's in the lowest health pool, has no special attributes, and has middling move speed. So there's nothing notable about him other than his general mediocrity, being very underwhelming in face-to-face encounters. With nothing special about himself, his weaponry has to make up for him. The star of the show is the sniper rifle. With its high damage and range, its power is enough to offset Sniper's normality. The rifles are the only primarily long-ranged weapons in the game and make up almost all of the weapons capable of headshotting, making them very unique amongst TF2's arsenal. This video will mostly be talking about them because they're generally the reason the Sniper is overpowered argument exists. TF2's general game philosophy is making fights happen in close quarters. A lot of maps have closed off areas, intended choke points, and generally try to force people nearby each other. Sniper, of course, goes against this, as he usually will want to be in the backline and not engage in head-on combat. Of course, this isn't exclusive to him. Engineers are also typically in the backline, but snipers will typically be even further back when the map allows it. TF2 also doesn't have universal headshots, with Sniper being designed to be the only class that uses them. The main two reasons for this are to heighten the time to kill and lower mechanical precision, making it so that one good player can't just win whatever fight they take because they can click on heads good. Not only can universal headshots often discourage more aggressive play because you can just die because someone's standing around a corner waiting to shoot you, but they are often game defining because of their power. And Valve decided against them because they tend to make games more competitive or skill-based than fun. Point being, Sniper goes against the general philosophy of the game. By itself, that isn't a crime, but the problem with this is that the game's designed in a way to prioritize fun over competitiveness. And a part of that is limiting skill, because otherwise it only takes one good sniper to completely ruin a server, and I'm sure we've all been in that situation. How many times have you been in a situation where a sniper's watching the area you're in, and you can't do much to fight back? Good chance there's plenty of times. This is a big problem with Sniper, where your best counterplay is to opt into having a violent seizure while trying to get a perfect score on DDR. Because Sniper's the only class who's designed to excel at long-range combat, most classes just can't fight back against him at a distance, which makes Sniper his own best counter. And although that's really poor design, I think it's at least somewhat intentional. Like many others, I don't think Valve accounted for people getting as good at Sniper as they have. While I think Sniper was designed to not be compatible at range, I don't think they expected people to hit their shots often enough for it to matter. I think this theory also brings Sniper's close range capabilities into question. I'm sure we've all seen the Sniper kill someone that they really should have died to with a close-up quickscope. A lot of people have said that quickscopes are overpowered because of this, and I partially agree. In a vacuum, I'd say it's fine. My problem with quickscopes comes up when you consider how Sniper completely oppresses anyone at range. I think quickscopes are unfair in how Sniper can outplay his weakness, but people can't outplay his strength. With what I've said so far, it makes Sniper sound overpowered as all hell. Like, just don't miss, idiot. But there's more to this than that. But first, all hell is breaking loose. There's been a murder with a golf trophy, some maniacs launching explosives into the Loch Ness, Dracula is missing, and worst of all, only 1% of you bastards are subscribed. I watch my analytics, I can see you watching my other videos, and I swear, I will. So yeah, subscribe so you'll be able to see my new videos as soon as they come out. You'll get more content like this with probably less unhinged subscription plugs. So, Apollyon from the edit here. Apparently YouTube might have shadow dropped an update to the algorithm that makes it so that if you don't interact with the video, it considers your view as unengaged even if you watch the full thing. So like the video or something, because otherwise I'm punished for it for some fucking reason. Back to the point, Sniper is a generally weak class. As said in the beginning, his stats are mediocre across the board. He's basically worthless if he's missing his shots, he can't capture an objective because of his low offensive pressure, nor can he hold an objective solo like an NG or Heavy could. He's a class that's only consistent if his team is capable of creating a safe space for him, and even then he requires a lot of skill to be a consistent threat. And even then, he's brought down by one scout getting past the front line. But it doesn't matter if he requires a ton of skill or support to be consistent, because team fights typically end in a domino effect, where one player dying leads to another and then another as the range of targets shrink and more focus put on each player. In this, we can find Sniper's strengths. All it takes is one pick on an important target to push that first domino, and a good sniper will know who to target first. And sometimes there isn't a safe place from the sniper sightline, and all you can do there is try to move unpredictably, and if the sniper hits anyways. After talking about how Sniper isn't all that great, this chapter probably seems weird, huh? Well, I just mentioned Sniper's biggest problem. Did you catch it? And all you can do there is try to move unpredictably, and if the sniper hits anyways. In this one sentence, we can find the biggest problem with Sniper and why people think he's overpowered. Sniper interactions are Boolean. If a sniper is unaware of you, you'll usually kill them with no pushback. It's mostly in your hands to not mess up. But if a sniper is aware of you, then anything you do might not matter. You can throw your mouse across the room while doing a rendition of Through the Fire and the Flames on your keyboard and get your head blown off. Or you can hold W and the sniper misses. In both these cases, nothing you did mattered, and this applies to Sniper as a whole. When a sniper is aware of an enemy, almost the entire interaction is based on the sniper. Sure, you can do whatever to lower the chance of him hitting the shot, but that's it. All you can do is make it harder for him. It's still in his control how the interaction goes. This is why Sniper is overpowered. The sniper's interactions are one-sided. Either he misses and dies, hits and kills, and if he doesn't kill, he probably dies. Now, you might think, well, that doesn't make him overpowered, and you'd be right. But you have to consider how often people are off on their own in a TF2 match. If you think about it from an individualist view, then the sniper is overpowered because you cannot fight back against him by yourself. Now, is that a fair way to judge power? Probably not, but I'd imagine it plays a part. To put it straight, Sniper isn't overpowered. He isn't strong enough to attack or defend effectively on his own. The problem with Sniper is just how many problems he has. Hell, there's not much I would say is good about his design. He's unfair, frustrating, and just not fun to fight. So, many people would naturally ask, how do you fix this? The answer? You don't. You can't. Sniper cannot be fixed, because if you fix the problems with Sniper, you'd have to remove what defines the class. Sniper rifles are just not fun to fight. Hell, I'd go as far to say they're bad game design, and perhaps it's something most wouldn't agree with, but I'd say the same of headshots. Headshots are usually so powerful that they bend the entire game around them, and while this increases the skill ceiling, it also punishes casual play, which is what I would say is the main reason that people still play TF2 over other shooters. Because of that, I think a good bit of the hatred of Sniper comes not from Sniper's design, but from headshots as a mechanic. I think people are just so used to headshots in shooters that they don't consider them. Now, I know I've been a bit scattered throughout this video. The script was difficult, trying to cover the main ideas in a naturally flowing way when I didn't want to cover what a lot of people watching would already know. So, for a full conclusion, Sniper's main two problems are the one-sidedness of his interactions and his defiance of TF2's usual game philosophy. On top of these, he has several other problems that make him non-interactive or boring, making so that there isn't a fun way to interact with a sniper. These do not make him overpowered, or even generally strong, but they do make him detestable as all hell. And that's my thoughts on it. Now, I'm only one guy, though there could definitely be some things that I overlooked, either for or against my argument, and if you feel there is something, comment down below what you think. And while you're down there, subscribe, because again, only 1% of you are.